Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So this right here is from a couple weeks ago. I had filmed cleaning my kitchen and then filmed cleaning my kitchen again, and so I had the extra footage, so I thought I'd start with that. But here we are, just pre-washing some dishes and then loading some other ones up. I wash most of my coffee cups by hand. Some stuff like my water bottles, like it can't go through the dishwasher, so I like to wash those by hands as well. By hands? Yeah, I mean, I guess I am using both of my hands. So I apologize for the lisp. That is from my Invisalign, and it has been brought to my attention that I have a little bit of one now, so it is what it is. It's Tuesday when I'm doing this voiceover. This footage was a little bit of last week. Most of it was Saturday and Sunday. But it's a really nice afternoon here. It's like really cloudy and kind of rainy. So that's probably not most of y'all's version of nice, but I kind of like it. I guess we're getting ready to have like a hurricane come through. I mean, not where I'm at, but we'll have a lot of, the rain and stuff. I am sitting outside if I didn't say that already. So if y'all hear my dogs acting crazy, that's why. I don't know what's been going on, y'all, but I am so tired all the time anymore. It's like as soon as I stop, I am like exhausted and need a nap. It's like my favorite time of the day. So, I mean, I've been taking my vitamin D like I'm supposed to. My medicine, it does its thing. So I don't know if I'm going through some kind of like funk or what. I don't find myself very motivated to do stuff. So I don't know. But yeah, I'm rearranging the dishes a little bit. For the most part, my kids like run the dishwasher and load it up. And I was just trying to, fix a little bit of it. So this was Saturday, and I have not washed my sheets in a hot minute, so it definitely needed done, and that's what I was doing. Again, I know I said this in my last video, I'm not meaning to do all my cleaning on Saturday. I don't like to plan for that because we just simply have so much going on that it is very likely that Saturday will come and go and I won't get it clean. But this was another week where it happened to fall on that. So hopefully this week my schedule's not as hectic at the moment anyway. So I should be able to do like my regular cleanings on like Tuesday and Thursday. Although it's Tuesday right now and I have yet to do anything. I mean, now I've been working a little bit from home. Joe and I really spent a good portion of the morning doing some schoolwork. So, and the house really didn't need too much. But hopefully Thursday, I'll get some good deep cleaning going. My kitchen, this is not my kitchen. Y'all don't know my rooms in the house. This is a living room. So Joe is in here helping me because most of this is his mess, but I said I'd help him, so that's what we're doing. I've really worked with Joe about cleaning up his stuff. We try to make him responsible for his own messes because I don't want to say mistake, but I should have done that a lot more with my older kids. Now they're better now, like, cleaning is just part of their thing. They know that if they want to do anything at all, that their room has to be clean. And since I've gone back to work, they've really stepped up and helped. But it took a little bit to get them there. And I just kind of want Joe to just always know that because I was real bad. I'm not going to even say that it's a bad thing, but when my older kids were little, I just did it. I did it for them. I didn't see the reason for them to do it. Now, as I've gotten older, it's very important. So Joe actually will even set a 10-minute timer on his own and go clean up his room. It kind of worked out well the other day. He was a little irritated because he wanted to play video games, and I told him no. I was like, you got to clean your room first. And he tried to argue with me about it, and then finally he huffed and came back and he said, okay, Mommy, I must set a 10-minute timer, and then will you come check and see where I'm at? And it worked out really well because he cleaned his whole room. Even when the timer went off, he was still going. And he'll turn his music on and just get it going. I don't want my kids to be compulsive about it or anything, but, it is important to have a clean house. And it's important that kids know how to do that, I think. I mean, there's got to be a real line between it consuming them. I mean, the house isn't going to be perfect. It's lived in. But you at least need to, have that respect and take care of your stuff and appreciate it. cleaning, like when I'm talking about Joe going and cleaning his room and stuff, he is not cleaning it like to the nines. It's the best that a 6-year-old can do. I mean, there's still stuff in there that leads me, that I have to go in and kind of mommy it up. But, for the most part, like he's got to get the general idea. And I think the organization stuff, it comes as we go, and he knows that when we're done with the toy, if it's broken, it goes in the trash. And he knows that if we're done with it and it's still good, that it can go, we donate it, that type of stuff. But like I said, when I'm bragging about him cleaning up, it's not like to my standards. It's to the best of the ability of a 6-year-old. My floors need a mop, something awful. It has been a while, so when I go and I do a big mop like this, I will vacuum, I will sweep. I like to do both, and then I go over the mop. I have got pine sol in my bucket and some water, and then, I just go to town. There wasn't any reason I hadn't mopped, I just hadn't got to it. And like I said, I've been doing stuff, but man, I just felt off. I guess that's the best way to say, like, I felt off. Like, I don't necessarily feel bad, just sleepy, and, I don't know. I think we all have those moments. What's important is that we keep stuff going, and we eventually get out of it, right? So I don't know if I've updated you guys on my envelope stuffing. That's something I was really going to show on here, because there's really nothing to it. I just take a little bit of my paycheck each time, and I have 3 envelopes that I'm doing. I'm saving up for a new couch in my living room. I am saving up for a new TV trim and a stand in my bedroom, because we found out the TV we wanted is actually much, much cheaper, but it's a little bit bigger than what I was expecting. So I'm going to buy one of those stands that has a fireplace in it. So I'm excited about that, because it gets really cold in our back room during the winter, and I thought maybe one of those would be nice to have. So, but here I am. As y'all can tell, it's at different times in the day that I'm putting this stuff on, because I'm actually pretty good. One of those things I like to brag about. I guess I can brag about. I'm sure I like to brag about it. I don't know. When I go to wash my sheets, I do have a separate set of sheets, but I like these so much. I can usually wash them and get them back on in a day, so it's not a big problem. I do not like sleeping in a bed that doesn't have the sheets or anything on it. I'm not too good to do it, but I'd really prefer not to. So I was able to get this on. Jeremy had gone somewhere during this day, and I was just, kind of cleaning stuff up. I spent most of Saturday morning tidying up, and then I took a nap, and then I did the same on Sunday. Jeremy went into town about an hour away to go see his dad for Father's Day, so I stayed home and did a grocery pickup, and then I took a nap. I did a little bit more cleaning too, but yeah, I did definitely take a nap. I was going to take one today, but yeah, I'm looking at the clock now. It's 3:30, and it's like, if I go to sleep right now, I'm wondering if I'll go to bed. I probably would, but I'll just go ahead and stay up and go to bed early. If y'all can't tell, sleeping is on my mind, particularly naps. So yeah, I don't know if that's a point in your life you reach or what, but yeah, that's where I'm at. So doing more laundry, I did all of it in one day instead of through the week. It actually worked out kind of okay. So again, I don't mind this method. If I could count on myself being able to have the time and it not getting put off, I would definitely keep up with it. But I'm going to try to do the stuff as I go. So the few things I do have to do on the weekend, Okay, yeah, here's my oven, y'all. There's nothing spectacular about it other than it's nasty. I don't know if you call that spectacular. So here's why you don't see my oven anymore. It's because I really don't cook. I cooked today, and that's like the first time in 2 weeks. It's just not something I'm doing anymore because I don't get home in time to cook. Jeremy's doing like this intermittent fasting. I know how to pronounce the word, but I just caught myself off guard. So he tries to eat early anyway, so he'll cook dinner most nights. My kids are rarely home anymore, so we do a lot of fend for yourselves and a lot of just stuff together, which is not ideal, but that's just the situation we're in right now. So anyway, he cooks, and when my husband cooks on the stove, he makes a mess. And I've just left it, to be honest, but the oven really needed cleaned, so that's what I was doing right now. I'm not complaining in the slightest. I would rather have a messy stove if it means I'm not cooking dinner. I do occasionally tidy it up when I can, but for the most part, I know he's just going to cook again the next night, so I just leave it for when it's absolutely not appropriate anymore. And you know what? If I get shamed for that, I probably need it, but that's just where I'm at. So I just scrubbed this with a little bit of a scrub day. This oven is old, and it's starting to go. As y'all could see, my timer doesn't even really work anymore. The lights are all off or like burned out on certain places. It is 10 plus years old, which it's really sad that nowadays that is old for an appliance, but we're just waiting for it to not be usable anymore, and then we'll replace it. But in the meantime, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But it's definitely been used. It's been loved. But anyway, so this is Sunday afternoon again. Jeremy and I had cleaned up the porch on Saturday night, and there were some things that I had brought in that needed to go to different areas, but they didn't make it past the kitchen table, so I went ahead and cleaned up that. So one of the methods that I use when I go to clean, like if I don't know where to start, if you're new, I have ADHD, so I have to trick myself into doing things a lot, even though it's not really tricking because I know what I'm doing. But I start with the very first thing that I see when I walk in the front door, and that's where I focus my energy first, and then I kind of work from there. So I walk in and you see this dining room table, even though it's not in the first room that you walk in, but you can see it. It's like right in your line of vision. So I went ahead and got all that cleared off, and then I worked my way through the kitchen. I don't think you see me clean the kitchen in this video, but I did clean it. So that's how I plan my cleaning, if any of y'all do that. I know some people just have a system and a routine that they do each time, and mine consists of tricking myself. So, but this table, sometimes it's a catch-all. It just really depends on what's going on. It can stay clean. I'll go a couple weeks and it'll stay clean. Then I'll go a couple weeks and it'll stay cluttered. So it just all depends. Yeah, if you can't tell, I have a caffeine problem. That's a case of Red Bull and 2 things of coffee. So I have to say, I have not been drinking near as much coffee as I used to. Actually, I have cut it down by like 75%. I would actually be as bold to say. So I went on a coffee fast a couple months ago. And since then, I just haven't really had the stomach to handle coffee. And then now that I have the Invisalign, I have to actually take it out to drink coffee because of the heat. Not so much, it'll stain it, but you can clean it with peroxide, but the heat will melt the Invisalign. So I only drink 3 cups of coffee now a day, as opposed to 2 pots of coffee before. So yeah, and I usually can't finish my 3rd cup of coffee that I have with lunch at work. So that's a big change for me. I don't drink as much Red Bull as it looks like. I didn't even mean to order that one. It was set on the subscribe and save, so I actually have my next one canceled. But I can drink those with a straw. But my husband asked me, he's like, well, did you replace your coffee problem with energy drinks? And I'm like, well, maybe, but I definitely still don't drink. I don't drink as much caffeine as I was before. Okay, y'all, I did Sam's this week, so this is my weekly grocery haul. I did not feel like going to the grocery store, so I did a Sam's pickup. I don't do Walmart or Kroger pickup because anyway, I don't know where y'all are at. Maybe they're great. It doesn't work out very well for us up here in my experience with the Kroger and the Walmart pickup, so we just don't do it. Okay, I think I spent about $180, which is good. I can't go into Sam's. If I go into Sam's, that's when you guys see these big $500 hauls, because I see all these things that I really want and really need. Quote, need, I don't really need. So let's just go over this. I got some Jimmy Dean Meat Lovers bowls. I got these for me for breakfast. We needed a gallon of milk. Shredded cheese. We use shredded cheese on all sorts of stuff. We love cheese here. The Flamin' Jack. I did pay for it this time, y'all. London broil. But I'm looking at this and I'm thinking that they didn't get the right one. Okay, anyway, well, there's a London broil. Looks like it was $17. So that means my bill's probably actually cheaper. They don't charge you completely until like you've picked everything up, and they were estimating it to be around 30, so that's good. Jeremy does most of the cooking now. He loves to cook the broils. I love to eat the broils. It's a great combination. Butter. We always run out of butter, so I can never buy too much. I think we were down to 1 box. Jiffy Crunchy peanut butter. I don't know how much this stuff was, y'all. I'm sorry. I probably should have remembered or looked. These, I know these were $14. These are the ones that are kind of like the nakeds. I love, love, love these. Jeremy likes the red potatoes. He says they last longer too. We use a lot of onions now, which is funny because everybody used to hate onions except for me and made fun of me because I eat onions with freaking everything. Like, I want it on my hot dog, I want it in my salad, I want it on my burger, I want it on my sandwich. If I'm not getting onions on it, I don't want to eat it. Bananas. So I have a really big problem with Sam's fruit. It seems like their fruit either goes bad really quickly, or there's always a bad one in the mix or something, or their bananas are always like super, super ripe. But we needed fruit, so bananas are something we all always eat. I got my chips. These are the ones I like the most. Unsweet almond milk. Jeremy's Fit Crunch bars. And the kids are really into these like individual things of mac and cheese. All right, y'all. So I think that's about $180 at Sam's. So my videos, I noticed, are getting a little bit shorter and a little bit shorter each time. I don't know what that means. I planned for the week that we go on vacation to take a break. So the actual week that I'm on vacation, I'll have a video out for y'all, but I won't have one the following week, if that makes any sense. Hopefully that does. I know I've got a feeling that I probably need a big break from everything. I am looking so forward to vacation. We are going to the beach. It's going to be my 40th birthday. All my kiddos are going to be there. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. And I think that's overall. Y'all don't worry about me. I think everybody has those little burnout phases. And I think that's all that's just going on right now. I'm keeping up with my health and, everything's good as far as that goes. Just, hit a little plateau maybe. Because I know as I'm stopping and starting and listening to this narrative, I can hear it in my voice. And, I guess as a YouTube creator, content creator, whatever you would say it, like maybe I should go back and edit it and put a little oomph on there. But you know what? I think it's important that everybody hears that nobody's perfect and that we all go, which y'all know that on my channel. My goodness, I have never, ever, I hope I've never given that impression that I'm trying to achieve perfection, because I'm definitely not. But, it is okay to feel this way sometimes. I think it's, it makes the better times even better, right? But y'all get to hear it because this is me. This is Erica. Anyway, the important thing is I'll just get through it. I'll keep going. I'm not going to let things get behind. There are a lot of things I'm having to force myself to do over the last couple weeks just because I just don't want to. But eventually I'll get over this hump. And I have to thank you guys again for being here and for having this, that I have this platform. Because if it weren't for the videos, YouTube, I enjoy doing the YouTube videos. I would not be keeping up with my house right now. It would be a complete disaster. So I'm sure my family thanks you as well, especially my husband. But you guys give me this encouragement to keep doing these. Because right now, I know that's all that's keeping my house clean. And that's the simple truth. So, these videos are just as much for me as they are for you all. So anyway, I hope wherever y'all are at, you are having a blessed one. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.